Recently, in one of our videos, a young lady put forward a request. She said, I'm a young lady in marriage, and I would like to learn about being a young lady in marriage and how to save and how to go about loving and respecting my husband. We are not marriage counselors by any means. But thank God we had a wonderful run of marriage. So tonight, I am going to offer men who want to marry a couple tips. And in a later video, Louise, hopefully, will be able to respond to that young lady's request. First thing I want to say about First thing I want to say about marriage is that men need to be patient. You know, the day I was getting married back in 1971, my dad said to me 2 hours before the marriage, we went to the riverside and we were cleaning up the car. And on the way home, 2 hours before marriage, he said to me, you know what you're doing, son?
What?
To tell you the truth, I was flabbergasted. But you know, as the years rolled by, I realized something. Young men need to really talk to older men about marriage. I thought I knew exactly what was good for me, and if he had said to me, I think you're too young to marry, I would have disregarded that. Of course, I went ahead and got married, and things, thank God, have been working so far. But patience comes too, you know, because I tell you, I was sitting there and the priest was not too far away from me, and Louise was not showing up at all. And I said,
good thing comes to those who wait, man.
Good thing comes to those who wait. But you know, I was afraid. I said, I wonder if this girl is going to leave me hanging here at the altar.
And I was smarter than that.
You were smarter than that. You knew what was ahead for you. Anyway, so one of the things that we have to learn as men is patience. Patience. But in the very word marriage, I would like to give a couple illustrations about what men should expect. One, I like to think of mutual respect. Mutual respect for the one you're going to be living with for the rest of your life, because marriage is a vow that it's supposed to take. You're not going to get married to divorce, hopefully. You're not going to get married to divorce. So your intention, your expectation is that you will live a happy life, and therefore you have to learn to be showing that mutual respect. I like to think of the letter M also describing laughter is good medicine. You know, Reader's Digest used to carry a column long ago, laughter is good medicine. Good jokes. Marriage needs good humor. Sometimes, you know, you could be very sensitive about things, but if you have a partner, you could say some things and she's going to laugh at it. I mean, you don't always say everything that will be funny, but generally we need humor in marriage. And then A, there's going to be anxieties over serious issues. I remember one of our little daughters, she had sent a orange seed up into her nostril, and she needed to be chloroformed and extracted, and that was an anxiety period that we had. And then gastro came along, and the other one had to be left in hospital. There are going to be anxious moments, but there are also anxieties over trivial things. But anxieties can be overcome. And the letter A could also stand for Alu pie. Alu pie. Alu pie. Made by Louise. So if the woman you're going to marry
could make alu pie,
I think there's going to be a happy. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yummy. This is dinner, yeah?
Ready? And then we have R, the religious connection that is vital in marriage. that you both have a keen interest in the source of divine power. I'm not preaching religion here, but what about the letter R? M-A-R-R. The fourth letter. What about a reward? A little praise for the care and the love that this girl will eventually be showing, perhaps when you fall ill. I mean, in the last 3 years, I have not been doing too well with my heart and my back. But I tell you, Louise is not only good at alu pies,
Take a bite for that.
She's not only good at alu pies, she's good at all-round care. And she deserves the praise that comes with it. The letter I. Interest in the lady's choice of hobbies. Interest in her family. Mm-hmm. Because when a man marries, he's marrying ultimately into her family also.
Likewise.
Very good. And you have demonstrated over the years that you have a keen interest in the affairs of my family, and I remember, thank you, hold on. I remember my sister's husband died in Canada, and Louise left a sick, an ailing sister here, who encouraged her to go, that we could spend time with my sister who lost her husband. So this is a two-way affection that is working, because there is mutual love on both sides. Both sides. And then we have the letter A. Being alert to the little dangers. I keep telling Louise that when you are in the kitchen and you're doing your dishes and you turn and that water falls on the floor, most accidents with ladies occur in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and you need to be careful. So if you get a sprained ankle, what do we have for a sprained ankle? I got it here, man. Vapor rub. Mobic. You want a little taste of this? It's amazing how they it's the old vapor rub. The package is new, but it is the old vapor rub. That's the thing about it, Everything is so cosmetic nowadays, but marriage cannot be cosmetic. Marriage remains real. It's an issue of reality. You can't dress it up and make it look nice one day and then the next day you change it around. You got to go with what marriage represents. But we use a little Mobic on the ankle when you fall in the kitchen. Hopefully you don't break the tiles. Then the letter G. Gifts. I'm not good at gifts. I gave this lady here a beautiful dress one day and early in our marriage, and she let all the cockroaches eat it. And I said to her after that, no more gifts for you. But she doesn't bear grudges, and marriage has no room for grudges. Right? No room for grudges. We don't want to repeat offenses that might have come yesterday, and then we said, okay, we're not going to sleep and wake up with all these bad vibes that we had yesterday, but we're going to wake up fresh, new start to a new day. No more grudges. So we take the grudges out of marriage. And if you can't give her a rose, give her a guava. What a guava?
I love guava, so that will be welcome.
Okay, good. I'll find a guava tree.
And then
the cactus?
Yeah.
But I can't remember the last time I saw a guava down there.
When we were kids, there were a lot of guavas.
But do you eat it all?
More or less.
Then there's the letter E that ends the word marriage. And I like to think of the equality, sharing equally I don't have to wait on you to make up the bed. I don't have to wait on you to do the dishes. I don't have to say this is your department.
But you wait on me to cook lunch, right?
Boy, have another aloo pie for that.
Well, you have to have one now.
I'm gonna have one. I'm still finishing yours.
I'll make it your first bite then.
Money, you'll kill me, you know. My heart ain't good, you know. Thank you very much.
Thank
So,
you.
coming for breakfast. So that is how I could offer young men this advice. Go through that list of marriage, find your own concepts, keep the laughter going, keep the joy going, and let the neighbors know that you love your wife, you've taken her. One more thing that's very important. Biologically, when you get married, there are going to be changes occurring in both bodies. And we must not think that perhaps the other partner is disinterested. Maybe the poor lady is not feeling well today. Maybe she's not feeling well, and you begin to misinterpret, and you begin to feel maybe she has somebody else, and that is not going to work because she probably is just not feeling well. So I just hope that these little tips on how to treat your lady, how to learn to love her, because this young lady was talking about loving and respecting my husband, and if the husband is respecting and loving her, it's going to make it easy for them to have a good marriage. I'm sorry I can't share the aloo pie with you, but I tell you, you're missing out on a treat. So all the best and take good care. Until